a little more savvy later on, called it waste management.
Okay.
But effectively, it's just shit business. I mean, so it's the way you look at it. You know, it's what you call it. And shit business is good. I mean, we are growing. We have a good reputation now, and we've packaged ourselves well. You know, so we had a lot of discipline. We had a lot of systems. We had a lot of methodologies, as you said. And that's why if you see that I wear a uniform, it's habit to me. It's not because I have come here to meet you and wearing a uniform. It's just habitual to me. You know, Monday to Friday, we all wear a uniform. You know, my driver who's coming to wears exactly the same uniform. And, you know, the girl at the receptionist also will wear the same uniform. I mean, whatever. So, we had to bring in this form of discipline, not just in Pune. You go to any of our offices all over the country, they will exactly the same attire. The reason why we did that is just as similar to your red and white checkered system. See, if you don't bring in a sense of discipline into people, because our business is through people. I mean, all businesses are through people, although you have machines, you have methodologies. People are prime. And in our business, it's even more difficult to attract talent. You know, I mean, for example, Dominic likes to work for TiE, right? But does Dominic like to come and work for a shit company? No. He doesn't want to. When you say you want to work for a shit company, people are a little, you know, they step back. So we had to repackage ourselves. So, like you said, you know, you could afford to be in a 200 square foot without air conditioning. It works. For us, it doesn't work. I have to glamorize myself. I have to make sure I have to look better than even the IT company. If you come to the office, you will be Fox. Ke toilet ka hai kya IT company ka hai? That's how our offices are. But if I don't get that, I don't get good people. Because all the good people don't mind peddling credit cards on a motorcycle throughout the day for probably 1/3 the salary. But going and peddling sanitation and hygiene and toilets is difficult. So we again rebranded ourselves, and then we said, okay, you know what? When we go and approach people, we will not even say we're selling toilets or we're promoting hygiene. We said we're in the business of dignity. So we completely changed the way you look at a toilet. You know, for example, if I come to you and tell you that, you know, we're here to sell dignity. First of all, you'll be foxed. You'll say, wow, how can you sell dignity? And then when you pull out your cards one by one and say, this is what you're doing, and you're changing the lives of people, there's so much of disease, this is what it is. So the branding or the marketing is done in a completely different aspect. So we're not selling a toilet per se at all. We're just selling everything that is abstract around it. And the customer will say, oh yeah, so which means that you need a good toilet. So you make the customer or the client really arrive at the solution which you would offer them, finally. So that's how we sort of packaged ourselves, that's how we branded ourselves. And when we moved along this whole path, we realized that there were so many problems, so many pitfalls that we had. You know, for example, the government would not allow us to do this. Then some guy would say, oh, यहाँ पे मत रखो, यहाँ पे toilet मत रखो, यहाँ पे हमारा दुकान है, यहाँ पे ये मत करो. Finally, when we put it and we didn't tell them it was a toilet, people didn't even know it was a toilet. So it's just a mindset. And today we are at more than probably a couple of thousand toilets all over India. And we haven't sold a single one. They're all owned by us. They're all serviced by us. They're all cleaned by us. And we see that the business, the scale is growing rapidly. I mean, this year we'll be probably at 7,000, 8,000 numbers. We'll be next year we're looking at probably 25,000 numbers. I mean, the demand is in India. Look at, just step out and you will see 50% of this country is shitting in the open today, even today. 50% defecation in the open is happening. I mean, what are we doing about it? Everybody likes to say that, you know, I'm in my business, I'm doing something for, for the society. If you ask 80% of the people that what do you directly do for society? Yes, everybody has a social corporate responsibility program, whatever it's called. But how many people are directly, supporting the society in a way, like either by way of hygiene or by way of any civic sense? You will find people spitting on the road, pissing on the road, shitting on the road. I mean, this is common in India. You know, and if you ask me, or let's say any educated person, you know, your heart bleeds to people, to the people who go out, especially women. I mean, dignity, that's basic dignity. I mean, in India, a toilet is a luxury. Can you imagine? In the West or in developed countries, it's a given. Right? You don't even talk about it. A clean toilet is a given. Here, it's luxury. And I would rather say that I'm not in a business of providing. It appears that it's a luxury business. You know, and I mean, why not? The kind of people, you know, the marathons and the events and the people who want to hire your services, it's incredible, and there is a phenomenal growth. And come on, I mean, you know, whether you're a Rajeev, Kher or Venky or Bill Gates or whoever it is, you've got to use a loop. You can't say that, you know, you can do without it. So, I mean, you could probably do without, wearing, some designer shoes or designer clothes.